So as we have seen that last few days, the tension is going on between India and Nepal regarding a territory, where the Nepal government had started debating the map issue in their parliament. So we can see here that the Nepal has already passed a bill which has what you can say regularized the territory which was hitherto considered as Indian territory. Here there is one article written here. Nepal fast track the map bill, brings it to the upper house amid the calls for talks. So we have seen that same like India, in Nepal also have two houses. One is upper house, one is the lower house. So they have already passed it in the lower house. Now it has been what you can say it has been brought it to the upper house now. Nepal fast-tracked Sunday the passage of a constitution amendment bill to approve the country's new map that includes Kalapani, Lipu Lake, and Limpia Dhura, which figure in Indian maps. So the bill is passed there. So we have seen that the tension is going on between India and Nepal. So there were many articles related to this issue which is going on between India and Nepal. So you just read it out. No need of what you can say cutting the article. Just read it out. Whatever the analytical article comes in the editorial page, that you need to check it out. Now going to the next news, that is actor Sushant Singh Rajput found dead. Police say suicide. So investigation is going on. We have seen that yesterday actor has what you can say, committed suicide. Anyways, going to the next page, we will directly go to the today's explain page if it is any. So this is local news of Delhi, which is not useful for us. In Gujarat, Rajasthan, and MP, daily cases and deaths largely constant. So daily cases are increasing, and Rajasthan, Gujarat, Rajasthan, and MP, the daily cases and deaths largely constant. They have not increased. So place challenging places of worship act. There is one what you can say Supreme Court one case has been filed, plea challenging the places of worship act. Muslim output moves apex court against the plea, says it will destroy the nation's secular fabric. So we know that Indian constitution is a secular constitution. In the preamble of India we have seen that the constitution of India is supposed to be a secular one. So one plea has been challenged into the Supreme Court saying that recent places of worship act, there were some amendments in the places of worship act. So that is what is mentioned. You just read it out. What is the issue? Why the Muslim output feels that okay, this is going to destroy the nation's secular fabric? So cut this article and put it in paper 2, salient features of or salient aspects of Indian constitution. So in paper 2 there is one topic called salient aspects of Indian constitution, and secularism is one of the important salient aspect of Indian constitution. So you can cut this article and put it in paper 2, silence aspect of Indian constitution. So just read it out. If you don't understand anything, tomorrow we will discuss about this. Okay. Going to the next page. Yeah, here it is directly an editorial page. Is there any explain page today? There is no explain page. Check it. Directly we will go to the editorial page. Today is editorial. The Delhi fumbles. It shows that it did not use lockdown well. Our government must urgently get its act together. So the cases have been rising in the Delhi, and also the problems of the health infrastructure has been also increased now. So on Sunday, Home Minister Amit Shah announced several measures to address Delhi's worsening COVID-19 crisis. The Modi government will provide 500 railway coaches to Delhi in a view of shortage of beds, and testing will be doubled in the next 2 days and tripled after 6. A committee under the chairmanship of the Niti Aayog member VK Paul has been tasked with finding ways to ensure availability of large number of beds in private hospitals at lower rates and to fix the rate of coronavirus testing and treatment. So we are seeing that in Delhi, a lot of problems is going on. Union governments and state governments are there trying to blame each other. and there has been cases of what you can say the beds are not available in the private hospital as well as in the government hospital. So the central government has what you can say decided to make available 500 railway coaches. Those railway coaches have been converted into hospitals. Those railways have been what you can say converted into what you can say quarantine what you can say the railways. So we can say that the union government is trying to what you can say, find out the solution from the problems which are being faced in the Delhi. The much needed measures are also draw attention to the Delhi government's inability and failure to use the 10 weeks lockdown to bolster the city's healthcare infrastructure. We have seen healthcare infrastructure is in a mess. The healthcare infrastructure of the Delhi is what we can say is not proper. So with Delhi recording in excess of 1,000 cases daily for more than 2 weeks now, hospitals are evidently struggling to cope with the emergency. Right? In the beginning, do you remember that when I was discussing about the COVID-19 or what you can say the corona, I told you that the disease is not dangerous as such, but when the number of cases will be increased, so there will be a scarcity of the beds, there will be scarcity of what you can say the doctors, there will be scarcity of what you can say the infrastructure, there will be scarcity of what you can say that is only because if as the number increases, because we do not have the sufficient or you can say enough beds which can accommodate these what you can say these patients, and if all the patients are accommodated or all the beds are accommodated by the COVID-19 or corona, then other patients like who are not affected by the corona, they will get affected because of this. That is what is the problem here. So in spite of not what you can say being fatal, this is not fatal as such, like the death rate is only around 3%. In the world average is 3%, when in Indian average is also 3%, but in some of the state it is more than what you can say 10%. But in spite of that, why we need to worry about it? Because if the number of cases increases, then it may create stress, it may create what you can say stress on our health infrastructure. So that is what is happening in Delhi. So with Delhi recording excess of 1,000 cases daily for more than 2 weeks now, hospitals are evidently struggle to cope up with the emergency. There have been several reports of patients running from pillar to post in search of hospitals. Many have reportedly succumbed to these diseases in the process. Last week, Supreme Court, or you can say, upbraided the Delhi government for its handling the crisis and directed it to make an immediate remedial action. According to the Delhi government's estimate, 5.5 lakh people are likely to contract an infection by the end of July. Right. So what Delhi government is saying that 5.5 lakh people are likely to contact by the infection by the end of July. The Kejriwal government estimates that the city will require more 80,000 beds to deal with the patient upsurge, nearly 9 times its current capacity. It has reportedly started making arrangements to deal with the emergency. Multi-speciality nursing homes, railway coaches, hotels, banquet halls, and stadiums will be converted into makeshift COVID care centers. But these plans to augment the city's medical infrastructure seem to be lagging behind the spread of the infection. It seems now that the Delhi government drastically underestimated the intensity of the crisis, and more worryingly, its decision in the wake of the easing of the lockdown convey the impression that it is not in control of the situation. There have been accounts of underreporting of COVID-19 deaths. The government's pandemic have accounts of underreporting COVID-19 deaths. The government's pandemic data has not tallied with that of the cities, municipalities, and frequent changes in the testing protocols have created confusion among the laboratories, hospitals, and patients. So that is what is mentioned here. Delhi, sadly, is not the only area struggling to come up with the grips with the surge in infection. According to the center's projection, the list 10 states, including Delhi, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, and 5 worst affected states, will fall short of ICU beds and ventilators between the June and August. But the national capital's failure to utilize the lockdown effectively is bound to raise larger concerns and send out wider dispiriting signals. It is also unfortunate that our government's credo of making medical amenities more accessible to common people, it showcased that institution of the Mohalla Clinic in its achievement hasn't yet translated into effective action when the country is facing its worst public health emergency in decades. It's time the Delhi government gets its act together. There is no time to lose. So I've seen that Delhi government has created the Mohalla clinics. So these Mohalla clinics are proved to be non what you can say effective in this national emergency crisis. So as I've already told you that there will be a problem related to what you can say, there will be a problem related to health infrastructure in India. So that is what is happening now. Going to the next article, doubling challenge of COVID and monsoon is barring gaps in Mumbai infrastructure. They must be addressed. So we have seen now monsoon has arrived. So obviously, along with monsoon, some other diseases, some other what you can say in some other community spread diseases like dengue, chikungunya, and what you can say malaria, they also surge during these what you can say the 4 months. So both government has a double challenge to address both COVID as well as what you can say the monsoon is barring gaps in the Mumbai infrastructure that must be addressed. So it is Mumbai specific article. I don't think there will be any Mumbai specific question in the exam, but this will you can take it for your what you can say study in paper 1 topic. Can anybody tell me in which topic you can take it in paper 1? The problem of Mumbai's infrastructure. Am I audible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
So if you want to like take this article and in which topic you can like put it. In paper 1,
But in paper 1.
paper 1 there is one topic called problems of urbanization and their remedies, right? Because Mumbai is one such an urban city. So during rainfall there are a lot of problems that is created in the urban areas. So what is that problem, what is that challenge which normally the urban areas are facing? So not although there will be no any specific questions related to Mumbai, but you can take these points while writing the general problems of urbanization. Got it? And how the problems are being solved. Okay, going to the next topic. Yeah, Manish Abarwal has written one article about the education, because we've seen that in last few months now there has been a lot of problems with the education sector. So equal and excellent. So COVID crisis underlying urgency of more inclusive employment, employability, and education. Right. So obviously it has also created a challenge. It has also created a what you can say it has also exposed, because only those who have access to online education, those who can afford to go for online education, those who can only what you can say have the expertise to go for online education, they only will get the what you can say the good education. So COVID crisis underlines urgency of more inclusive employment, employability, and education. In paper 3 there is one topic called inclusive growth. So you can take this topic in inclusive growth. You can also take this topic in paper 2, that is the education, and we can also take this topic in paper 3. There is one topic called development and employment. So education reforms are an endeavor of profound optimism but have been shifted to decades by purist vested interest and regulators. It is illogical to deny the Purna Swaraj that comes with the Institute of Eminence tag to Ashoka University and Ahmedabad University, or pursue regulation-driven standardization for our 993 universities. So you can read this article here. They have written about the regulations about the education sector in India. So in paper 2 there is one topic called education. So you can put this article in paper 2. The writer is a co-founder of Team Lead Services. So he always used to write on various subjects. So today he has written about the education and equal and excellent. That is important. Equal education should be given to everyone, or excellent education should be given to everyone. What do you think? Okay, going to the next question. Their herd, our immunity. Indian inflection of herd immunity has deep cultural roots. In its corona version, poor are infected in sufficient numbers to produce immunity, which accrues to those who have done nothing to earn it. Check it. So it is about the immunity which has been created among the poor. That is what is mentioned here, and that immunity has been developed among the poor without doing anything special. So that is what is here mentioned. Now herd immunity has been something of the rhythm of the nature about it. The happily grazing herd living through the cycles of birth and death and acquiring immunity along the way. But the term of herd immunity is typically used in the context of immunity produced through the vaccination and not by letting an infection rip through the population. a mode of thinking more appropriate to our genocide imagination. Still, what we have, whether the milling crowds at the railway stations or bus depots or in the trucks in which they are piled, desperate to go back to home, is significantly different. These are hothouse situation, places of concentrated intense infection. So as I told you that once a person is infected by the corona, so an antibody is created in that what you can say the person's body, and that can be used for the other person's what you can say the treatment. So here you can see that there are two ways of creating immunity. One is through vaccination, and one is through what you can say letting the people to what you can say letting the people to get infected. So once they get infected, an automatic immunity is created in a body. So that is what is a philosophical article is written by Alok Rai. If you are interested in such type of writing, you can read it. Okay, going to the next article. A center gives more space. COVID exposes limits of the centralized approach. Finance Commission must raise the balance. So here he is talking about Ishan Bakshi has written this article. He is talking about the issues related to union and state relations in so what you can say in solving this issue. So COVID exposes the limits of centralized approach. Right? Centralized approach means what? Where everything is decided by the center, and Finance Commission must reset the balance. So Finance Commission must try to what you can say give more resources to the state government in such situation, because we have seen that in this COVID-19 case, the states have been what we can say suffered, or they have been what we can say exposed by the what you can say lack of resources, lack of financial resources, because even in the majority of the donations which have been made by the people, they have what I can say to the PM care fund and not to the CM cares. So Finance Commission must address the balance. That is what is mentioned here. So paper 2, the topic is various constitutional bodies, and there is one more what we can say the topic called center state relations and issues of federalism. So you can see here that how the constitutional structure where the center have been given more power compared to the state government, so it has limitations in managing such type of crisis. So that is what is mentioned here. We just cut this article and put it in paper 2. Paper 2, constitutional what you can say bodies. So Finance Commission is one such constitutional body, right? Rupali, do you remember last year there was questions related to the 14th Finance Commission or 15th Finance Commissions? Anyone remember what is that question, or what was that question? Okay, if
Question was on recommendation of Finance Commission,
okay,
14th Finance Commission.
it has also asked about the term of reference which was given to the finance. The question was that how the Finance Commission is constituted, and discuss the recommendations. Discuss in the context of the term of reference given to the 15th Finance Commission. That was the question. So here the second paragraph talks about the term of reference of the commission, where contentions to begin with it's beyond debate. Attempts by the center to claw back the fiscal space ceded to the states and assert its dominance over the country's fiscal architecture, now coupled with the fiscal constraint exposed by the pandemic, have made it harder to maintain the delicate balance needed to manage the contesting claims of the center and the states. It will be ironic if the ongoing health crisis that has ended up exposing the limitations of the centralized approach ends up revising the trend towards the fiscal decentralization. So fiscal means taxations related. So those who have not completed their basics of the economy, if they will not understand it. But here you can say that central government and state government is there. The central government is having more financial resources compared to the state government, and that is why state government were facing the problems in handling such situation. So Finance Commission is a body which recommends distribution of the taxes between the union government and state government. So as per the writer, now Finance Commission should consider the situation, and it should allow, or it should recommend more distribution of taxes to the state government compared to the central government. So because the taxation is more favored with the central government has more resources, central government has more what you can say the financial resources compared to the state governments, and that is what is mentioned here. So there is a need to have a decentralization approach, and ends up reversing the trends towards fiscal decentralization. Fiscal decentralization means what? Decentralization of what we can say the economic resources to the state government, right? So in paper 2 there is one more topic called issues related to federalism and devolution of power and finances to the local level. Right, there is one topic in paper 2, that is devolution of power and finances to the local level, right? So finances should be devolutionized, that is what is mentioned here. So you can cut this article if you don't understand, no problem, just cut it out and put it in paper 2. I will explain you later when I will be discussing the main topic. Good cop, better cop, spike in public trust offers room to reimagine people for police compact. So now we have seen that in this COVID-19 case, the people police trust have been increased now, because many people are, what you can say, now realizing that the police are doing their job very well. So in this such a situation where the public trust has increased in the police, what you can say, the system, so there is a need to, what we can say, reform the police management, police, what you can say, activities in these days. So that is what is mentioned by Maja Daruwala and Ritika Goyal. Going to the next page. There is no explained, yes. Explain page is here today. I guess in Delhi edition, explain page comes after the what you can say, the editorial page. Anyways, how India tests for COVID-19. So while RT-PCR remains the standard, ICMR has widened the range of the options for testing for COVID-19, including the familiar ELISA and a technology so far used for TB tests. When is which option to be used? So various types of testing systems have been given here. They have also discussed about the ELISA test, then RT-PCR test, and there is one more called rapid antibody test, and one is true NAT test. So which one is used at what time? That is what is explained. So you all cut this article and put it in your science and tech, right? So there might be a question on these different ways of, what you can say, testings in India. Okay. Now going to the next article, that is, will monsoon impact on coronavirus? Because there were many people who were saying that the coronavirus will, what you can say, will destroy in the summer of India, in the hot summer of India. But it has not happened. So will monsoon impact on coronavirus spread? That is what is mentioned here. So much still unknown, because अब जब बारिश आके चला जाएगा तभी पता चलेगा कि how it is going to, what you can say, impact on the spread of the coronavirus. And seasons and human behavior. So seasons and human behavior is also, there is some relations between the human behavior and seasons. So that is what is explained here. Dr. Shubhajit Sen, a scientist with the Center of Excellence in Basic Sciences in Mumbai, said viral disease spread depends on the three major factors: seasonal changes in the environment, that is temperature, humidity, sunlight; human behavioral patterns; and intrinsic characteristics of the virus, like its infectiousness, pathogenic, and survival. She pointed out some of the things that can be expected during the rainy season that can have an impact on how such diseases spread. For example, spitting on the street is a common problem that increases the risk of the virus transmission. The hope is that rains will wash a dilute of this, what you can say, the state, or dilute this trace, he said. Also during the rains, people spend an extended period of time with closed spaces like homes or offices, and there is likely to be a lower number of people in crowded public spaces. So probably in monsoon, people will go out very, what you can say, often. So that is why it may not lead to more, what we can say, the spread of the coronavirus. That is what is the discussion here written. So just read it out. Then going to the Oscar awards are going to be different once again, and why. So here it is about the Oscar awards. If you are interested in such type of, what you can say, the knowledge, you can go and just check it out. So we do not have any direct syllabus in this regarding this Oscar, but if you just to have a general knowledge, you can read that article. Going to the next economics page, let us see if there is anything important in the economy. Yes. Net financial assets of Indian households rise on decline in borrowing from bank. So borrowing has been declined. RBI expects a spike in net financial assets of households in Q1 and 51. Okay. Just read it out. It is not an healthy trend, reflects the slowdown. Right. So this trend is not good. The rise in net financial assets of households on account of decline in the share of borrowing is not a healthy trend, as it reflects a slowdown in the economy, decline in credit demand by the household, and even risk aversion by banks. It can also be seen in the credit growth data of banks, which stood at 6.8%. For the personal loan category, credit growth was 15% last year, lowest in at the least 5 years. So people are not spending money; they are saving their money, and that is why there is increase in the net financial assets in the Indian households. This indicates a slowdown of the Indian economy. Right side, there is one more article related to Atmanirbhar Bharat. So for Atmanirbhar Bharat, government agencies across sectors tweak rules from policies to push local. So Atmanirbhar Bharat is a government scheme. So in paper 2, there is one topic called social welfare schemes and issues related to their design and implementation and intervention of the governments in various sectors. So Atmanirbhar Bharat is one such, what you can say, the intervention of the government, which is where the government is trying to revive the economy by giving various, what you can say, the push in the economic reforms. So you can put this article in Atmanirbhar package. So for Atmanirbhar Bharat, what government is doing? Government agencies across sectors tweak rules. They are trying to, what you can say, tweak rules means what? कि नजरअंदाज करना रूल्स की तरफ, and from policies to push local. So that is what is mentioned here. So just read it out, put this article and how the government is trying to revive the Indian economy through Atmanirbhar Bharat, that you can get it from here. Okay, here there is one more article written by in interview, as we are seeing that every day there is some interviews coming on. So pandemic has created deferment in our economy, pushing everything by couple of months. So that is what is being said by managing director of IRB, that is infrastructure development. So who is he? Virendra Maheskar. Check it. Okay, this is all about the today's newspaper. You just read it out. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in tomorrow's class. So please read newspaper regularly. Read those articles which I have asked you to read, and read what you can say, put it in the respective what you can say topics in the general studies mains exam. And if I've asked you to read any prelims or specific topics, you can read for the prelim specific topics as well. Fine. Any doubts? Hello? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So shall we stop here, or you want to ask something?
So I wanted to ask something.
Yes, you can ask, because we have left with 2 minutes, so we'll try to finish it off.
Okay. Okay, sir. So in today news, it was said that Indian Navy, Indian commands are going to be showing off a parade at Russia's Victory Day parade. Okay. So does it affect India very directly, or is it a good move by Indian government?
In what context?
In context that don't you think like showing off military power is not a good aspect for a country?
Why?
Simply as that.
No, because if
So
you power, you should show it to the others, right?
yeah, to create a a feeling of fear.
Not fear, but you can say that we are ready. If any country is like trying to attack us, then we are ready to defend ourselves. So that is the
Okay.
meaning of showing such, what you can say, the military, what you can say, the practice.
Okay.
Fine. So it's a normal, what you can say, the activity. It's not going to, what you can say, impact on any type of India's image.
It was a very generally asked question.
That's fine. Check. Chale, so we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll continue.
Okay, thank you, sir.